EA Sports. It's in the game.
In the world of professional golf, there exists an elite club. A club filled with legends, household names, and rising stars. A club where membership is earned yearly with time, sweat, and dedication. This week, 50 players will gain entry into this exclusive fellowship. The top 25 from the regular season have already secured their spots, and another 25 spots are up for grabs here this week. Some dreams will be realized. Others will have to wait another day. Who will be next to join the likes of Jason Duffner, Grant Snedeker, and Keegan Bradley as the next great Web.com Tour graduate? EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Getting set now for first round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, this is always a pressure-packed environment.
It is, but also a chance to see the raw talent that'll be on display for many a year. And at this tender stage, these players are powerful, talented, and often brilliant.
Resuming the action here at EA Sports, let's go out to the 7th hole and pick up with our featured golfer. Nothing noteworthy here in the front. Plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not damage done.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
It's the gates, but now on solid footing. Getting ready for this approach shot. Frank, no doubt these players have dreams of winning the big champ majors someday, but at least to this point, you would have to say this is probably the biggest day of their golfing lives.
Golf or professional golf can be a little bit like snakes and ladders. They've got themselves on the ladder. If they can climb this one, the next ladder, the PGA Tour, but don't slip.
In his range. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Been good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's got 5 behind it.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Come on, you have to make that, don't you? Drop shot here at the 8th. Makeable putt, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. So with that, the score is now at even par. Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 9th hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2, where it was a true throw. He's gone for a little extra.
Just burning rubber right here. I mean, this one is taken off like a missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off it.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Frank, about 150 yards to that hole location. Good-looking shot right here. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Still playing even for the day after the par. Now on to one of the most exciting back nines in golf here at the TPC Sawgrass and the Stadium course. Let's begin at number 10. Frank, and what do you make of this hole?
It's another one where you're just trying to fit the tee shot in the fairway there. It's not a driver, just something that stays right. And of course, we've seen a lot of people stray here down the left side. Who can forget Mickelson when he won his Players Championship, hitting that phenomenal 7-iron out of the fairway bunker through the trees and still finding surface. This green has more undulations than just about any green on the golf course.
That will be a great look at birdie and to get the putt.
You'd like that one again.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
Even par currently.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Let's go to the 11th. Now it's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as it's a run, big body of left side that sometimes the longer hitters can get close to with the tee shot, the second shot. It's a narrow. The layup, would layup, Rich, because you've got to push that ball to the left side, almost like a zigzag approach.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. Playing his fourth shot after the third was wet. So, Frank, he'll take a drop here.
Yeah, he'll take his medicine, take his penalty.
Team really play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could compound very, very quickly. So now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Frank, how good was that just to get it on the green?
Well, from that shot there, you would have thought that there was no chance he had of finding the green. That was some shot.
Well, you can't make them all. You'd like to, can't. Chip in to finish the hole. Putt drops, now at 1 over par. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Moving into the second round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, you can feel the pressure building.
Certainly can, Rich, and I expect that we're going to see more of what we saw yesterday, which is some fearless golf. And these guys are playing for a PGA Tour card, and they're not backing down.
Getting set now for the back nine seesaw grass. Frank, what should we expect?
Well, there's a good run of hole. Obviously very birdieable. 11th the par 5, 12th the short par 4. A good chance to get this round really going.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Frank, where's the difficulty on this approach here at the 10th?
It's really the shape of this green. That little front piece, you have to be right on the money there. And then, of course, that green starts to open up and then move to the right.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good birdie right there.
Yeah, this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. And currently, that's exactly where they stand.
Hole number 11, 558 yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really, with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity.
Might need some wings just to clear this hazard.
That water is looking rather intimidating.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot. Good news is, Frank, you can see the golf ball. I guess the bad news is that's kind of an uncertain lie in that mulch.
Yeah, there's nothing really good about that. You'd rather it be in the rough.
The 11th is a reach the right strategy.
Well, it feels like that green should be about another 30 or 40 yards to the right, Rich. Makes the player aim left, and it's such a narrow green, but it's worth the risk.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Rich, I thought he could get this close.
That just is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Now to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par 4s. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit from there.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
On this hole yesterday, made a bogey. And with that birdie, moving into the top 20 on the leaderboard. And Frank, we always like when they have the hole location back left and that ball trickles down, feeds. You can see some really good ones here.
Yeah, Mickelson a few years ago. Down there, it looked like it was going to flirt with a bunker, ran up and over and it goes. This is one where you have to play ground ball as well as high ball.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. Well, that was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Go. Not an easy shot by any means. That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I tell you, a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Don't forget third round coverage coming your way tomorrow on EA Sports. For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present third round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the third round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Final. So we're into the weekend, Frank, and just remind people what's at stake here.
Top 50 players are going to go forward and play the big tour, the PGA Tour, the chance to play in major championships, the chance to become a star of the future. And right now, Rich, There's just 36 holes separating them between now and their dream.
Frank getting set now for one of the more exciting back nines in all of golf right here at TPC Sawgrass.
And it starts at 10. It looks like a dogleg to the left, really, but you've got to play it as a straightaway tee shot. The run out just over 310 yards.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Sal at the 10th, and again, Frank, accuracy is at a premium.
Yeah, gone are the days to sort of thrash it out of the trees like Phil Mickelson. Ideally, coming out of that fairway, you're hitting to a green that moves to the right, so that makes it a little bit more difficult than what the mind's eye first sees.
Good-looking shot right here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a full melody now.
This birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. Oh, yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot close.
Sniffing in the right direction.
All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5, no shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Frank, as we watch the Web.com Tour Finals, anyone in particular you think could be a star from this group, someone along the lines of a Keegan Bradley?
Well, the golfer I'm watching right now, really, Rich, was considered a prodigy at the age of 2, and a lot of people in the golf world have just been waiting for this player to come out, and I'm being one of those. Very impressed. The golf swing is excellent, touch, but even the competitive skill.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Another birdie, now to 5 under for the tournament. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag.
Now to the 12th, Frank, what's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green. This looks like it's going to target.
That will be a great look at birdie. Different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like.
That birdie has to feel even better, Rich, with everything so tight at the top.
Right in the middle of a Donnybrook at this point. Frank, so much focus on the 9th course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of this green that bisects the top side, bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the down the left side of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Shot from the rough. It's on the way. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Problem here, but not a formality either. Right edge. Wow.
That hurts.
So back and forth we go. The bogey and
Hopefully that's the last one of the day.
Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich. And when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think all the problems about him. But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? Grab the fire extinguisher. Put out that ball is on fire. It's melting going through the air. Ooh, that is long.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, what we've learned over the years is that the Web.com Tour is such a good place to hone your skills for the next step for the PGA Tour because it replicates the PGA Tour environment. 72 holes, a lot of pressure, you're playing for money, and you need to shoot 65s and 66s to win.
It's harder in golf to make that direct comparison. I think to add to your point, if you used other sports, for example, like baseball, AAA, as opposed to regular season baseball, the guy has a specialist position. He's a pitcher or catcher. You can directly correlate his ability with another one in the major leagues. The same with NFL, college, size, speed on the combine, as opposed to professional NFL at the highest level. In golf, it's so multifaceted. So therefore, if you have a good game, it might not stand out initially, but it might be better in the long haul.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Hurts. That's a nice par right there and a position to be in.
Rock solid, looking good.
Tied for the lead. Back to the TPC Sawgrass, the 15th hole. It's a par. We make our way to this finishing stretch, and Frank is here.
Another one of those par fours around 450 yards. Ideally hit it tee shot down the right side, keeping it away from that bunker, but that's a flat bunker down the right with no lip, so it's still not too bad. Biggest problem here is that green. So many undulations on this green.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, earlier in the day, we were talking about how this round was pretty much off the rails. I'm shocked that he's put it back together.
Yeah, he looked early on completely out of it.
Frank, as players get set to make that next step, to graduate to the PGA Tour, what part of their game has to really be sharp?
Well, nowadays, all the players are powerful, so you're looking for other things rather than straight power. One of those things is adaptability. When you get out there on that first year on the PGA Tour, remember, you're going to be playing these venues for the very first time against people that have played it 10, 15 times perhaps, so they have an advantage. So you're going to have to adapt very, very quickly and put
another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Once talked about a golfing prodigy, we're starting to see the real talent come out now. Birdie putt here, gain a stroke, and move one step closer to the PGA Tour.
This is a pretty good performance right here. 6 under for the tournament. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It is the final round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the last stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and what a huge day it is, Frank.
One round will determine whether they graduate from the Web.com or back again here next year. The chance of graduation, though, the rich play with the greats of the game, all on play today.
Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back nine. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right, where those hillocks and thick rough is, and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Frank going for 2 in a row now. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the screen, because this is another green that's not flat. Second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it will finish well away from the hole. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there was my
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow. Precision is so important as we look at this second shot to the 15th.
Yeah, you're looking at the flag here. You're looking at birdie, but if you miss, the big bunker on the left will swallow it up, and there's 2 little pop bunkers on the right. Tough to get it up and down.
On the green, and a chance for birdie.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Count it, that's a birdie. The gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18. Par 5, 16. Frank, Tiger made birdie here all 4 days in winning in 2013.
Fred Couples made that fantastic eagle many years ago. Hole bends a little to the player's left. You don't have to hit driver here if you're a long hitter, but you really must move that ball right to left. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Playing his second shot here at the park. You want to get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18 with a chance. 16 is the reachable par 5. You can make eagle there. And then the steel with bold play, and you mentioned it with Craig Perks, make birdies.
It really is a case of matter when you look at those holes. You're right. If you took away the water, you'd think they're 3 nice holes. But it wouldn't be the same. To intimidate the player as he plays 15. He's well aware of the finishing 3 holes.
Oh, it looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is what.
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Playing his 4th shot after the 3rd was wet. Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
And he's made the green. Has this to save par. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
In this situation, Rich, a bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Frank, as a fan, it's so exciting because it's simple as well. Boy, you're wondering, where is it? Wet, dry, short, long, winner or loser?
And it's no surprise that this hole was an accident. This one was designed by not Pete Dye, but his wife Alice Dye. But we have seen so many accidents right here.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Yet another birdie. Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer, Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is a hole looking at anything than a specific target.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Anything he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This one looks right on point. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
To win the Web.com Tour Championship. And it drops for birdie. And that wraps up the final round. Just a great performance by our champion today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. I think this one will have to go down in the books as an absolute classic. Fantastic play, not only in the course today, but all week long.
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming your... Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Out to the 6th hole now where the action is underway. Let's check in on our featured golfer. Still even par on the day.
Yeah, it's got that feel it could go either way here. Next few holes will probably tell us which way.
Get down, look out.
It's over. The green.
More depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Just keep it steady here over the putt. Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
So just a formality here. So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Play this highest level, and no doubt our players, you have to sort of be tactical. Will you break down shots or break down a hole? How would you break down this hole in a very smart way?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards, you could bash a driver down there and you'd finish up in trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in that. You can still not with three.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This is for his birdie. Comfortably inside the cut line. Prodigy makes another birdie. Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good to reach par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a 3-shotter. But if you can get it close to that crosswalk that goes, certainly this becomes opportunity knocks.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
Frank, here we go again. Another shot from the rough.
Yeah, let's see if he learned his lesson. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Setting up for this next approach, our featured player starting to pick it up after that less than round.
But as we know, Rich, golf is such a streaky game. Perhaps now this player can catch fire and put together some good holes in a row. Should be safely on deck.
Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. And ready for the putt. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Frank hole, a par 4 measuring 452 yards. This is no picnic.
This is the toughest tee shot on the front side. The out down the left side, it might appear that way off the tee, but then it becomes a zigzag hole where it's very easy to clock up something like a 6. The bunker down that right side, just 300 yards to get past that, but it's almost like he gives you an option there. If you do want to challenge that right side, the bunker just might save you from going in the water. But there's no question, the best drive is down the right, but it's the most dangerous one.
This could be a good one. Wow, what a shot. Doesn't even... Frank, the par 4 ninth at 450 yards is all you want.
You could make 5 here every day just by poking it down the left there. Force your hand, try and go down the right side. You might make the odd 3, make a few more 4s, but miss it on the right, and that's where you start to make a big number.
But this one has a chance to be really good. Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10. Frank, again, this would appear to be a pretty good scoring opportunity.
This is so much about getting the distance right here. Bunkers on the left. There's the water to carry, that's needless to say, but also the mounding that's just behind the screen and to the right. It's very easy to just take the trouble out of play in the front and then find the trouble behind the screen. So second shot, judging the distance. And
good swing, good shot yet again. That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. But well within his range.
what a turnaround, Rich.
Showing a lot of fight right now. Poor start to the round, but never gave up. That is a huge birdie right there, right back in the mix. Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
This is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy. So a tester from 4 feet. And with that birdie, moves to 3rd place. So that concludes round 1. Frank, what's the mindset after this first day?
Well, the important thing is just try and play smart, get a feel for the golf course. That's what you try and do on the opening round. And now that the players have seen it, we should see some better scores tomorrow.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. It's second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Well, the architect Pete Dye is known for visual intimidation. We see it at TPC Sawgrass at the Players every year. And you see it right here, Frank, at this 255-yard par 3/6 with water everywhere you look.
Yeah, you could make an argument here that it suits a little bit of a cut, like a Lee Trevino-style fade that starts at the left and moves its way to the green, but then that's also moving back towards the water. Conversely, if you try and fly it over that water on the right side with a little bit of a draw, then the green starts to run out on the left side. Have I made it sound hard?
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Third shot now after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Well, the bad news is he missed his target by quite a bit. The good news, he's still on the green. Getting the best of them for bogey once again. Could it be? Oh, dude, that. What a putt. We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, you just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf.
Nassau, we have a splashdown. So this will be the 3rd shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water. Approach shot, really all you can do is try to salvage a bogey.
Yeah, just too many mistakes in the compiling. So if you can get out here with a bogey, in some respects, that's a result.
That's a sensible approach shot. There, in good position on the green. Here yesterday, chance to better that today. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Forget that one.
Getting set now over the putt.
That's plain not fair.
Boy, this game is cruel, Frank. You get on a roll and then smack. Hits you right in the face and knocks you down. Now the 2nd par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side. And then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green. That's an absolute beauty.
Now the approach shot here on this par 5 8th. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie.
Might pick up one. Now, settle for a par.
So just a formality here. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards with that water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards, then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
For the par. Did the job right there. That concludes the second round here at this amazing golf course. And Frank, I'm really looking forward to
I certainly am as well. The players have gotten off to a very good start, and they must have a good feel for the course right now and know what they have to do in order to win.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live third round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, if you want to play this game at the highest level, and no doubt our players do, you have to sort of be tactical when you break down shots or break down a hole. How would you break down this hole in a very smart way?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards, you could bash a driver down there and you'd finish up in trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in that. You can still walk off here more days than often than not with a 3. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
And getting ready for the putt. Frank, I'm sure it feels good to get some red numbers on the card, but this tournament is probably too far out of reach at this point.
No question.
Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if he's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there.
Oh, huge. Huge with a capital H.
Busted that. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Frank, this is good golfing weather. Nice strong breeze.
This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Bit surprising, misses the green in regulation here at the par 5.
Yeah, you'd think this is one of the easier holes on the golf course. So now just trying to avoid 6.
Solid play, heart of the green. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 ninth, 452 yards, I hear players like you often say, I'm going to take it on. How does it apply to this particular tee shot?
Well, you have options, obviously, down that right side, which is your best shot. The easy way is obviously to bail it out down the left side, but then you're almost giving into the hole, like you're accepting you're going to make bogey if you're lucky. So in the end, you're forced to go back to option A, which is actually to challenge the best shot you have, which is down the right side.
Well, that's for a chance at the green. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. This requires a little bit of focus. Oh, I thought he had that. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
He has this attempt for par. In for par. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all...
Now with par in the previous round. That's a painful miss right there. Cleans that up in the hole. Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed, appropriately, Eternity. 617 yards. Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Second from an excellent lie. But that is a sweet swing, like an easy breeze on a nice summer day. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, what's involved here in the third shot now at the par 5 11?
Just really setting up a good angle for that third shot. This is, when you lay up, it always pays just to check where the flag is. You want to sort of have a nice, comfortable look or angle to the flag.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Good birdie right there.
Yeah, this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. And currently, that's exactly where they stand.
Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9 on, are you better with an edge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
Long and straight, about 320 yards, and in the fairway. Frank, another good scoring opportunity here at the par 4 12th.
Yeah, just have to focus on where that flag is in relation to these little ridges and the mounds on the screen. It's called moat because it's protected all by that wall of sand down that left side. That's not really in play for this shot. If you're smart, use one of those little ridges. They can.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Frank, what's a player feeling knowing they have one more round to go and they could have a chance at making a run and maybe win this thing?
No, it's a great feeling, Rich. At this point, really, it's just about whether you can handle the nerves. You know everybody up there is going to be feeling them. Is EA's coverage of the PGA.
Today it's live final round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. And now we're at the par 3 18th hole, 214 yards. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Starting to pile up the birdies. 5 under par for the tournament. Well, Frank, kind of a make-or-break hole here at the 14th, par 4, 389 yards.
Yeah, for the Cavalier player, you can sort of go at this this green in a more direct line. 290 yards with all this bunker down the right, out of play. Just leave you a flick in here. I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you just got to.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Moving into this second shot here at hole number 14. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Well, that is a ball-striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Starting to move on this leaderboard now, Frank.
It's got a nice look to it. Another who's who.
Now to the par 4 15th hole, 468 yards. Frank, what do you like about number 15?
The variation of the bunkering here, Rich, I think is excellent. The bunker that meanders its way down the right side tends to go to the right, and then you start to see those 2 bunkers down the left side. You've really got to try and take that second one on the left out of play. That requires something in the 180 yards.
Good strike, good luck. Frank, this absolutely licking is a good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green for birdie. Been pretty good all day from this disc. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. This is the second par 5 at PGA West of 600 or more yards. The 16th is a pretty good test.
He's gone for a little extra.
Just pulverized that golf ball. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320 yards, just crushed it in the fairway. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. And it makes the green in regulation. Has it. Well, we've arrived at Alcatraz, the signature hole here at PGA West. Strong wind here early in the round. How do you think this is going to affect the players, Frank?
Well, they've got to be clever on club selection and the type of shot they want to hit now.
And this is looking really good. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Make yet another birdie. Well, yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the three bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You are allowed to move that flag mentally 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That is a beauty, a real beauty. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. And with that birdie, moves to third place. Frank, it was a setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good.
I think that really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.